Hello, everyone, and I'm here with an awesome interview. First of all, can you please both introduce yourselves?
Hi there, I'm Andreas. I'm the composer at IMA Score doing the Endlessness song for Final Fantasy 15.
Hi, I'm Xaver, and I wrote the lyrics on this song, also part of IMA Score, and together with Andreas, one of the founders of our music production company.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both for being here so much. I think I can speak for pretty much everyone that this song is amazing, and we're all already hyped so much for Final Fantasy 15, but this trailer in combination with your music just kind of sent us all over the edge. So people are going to be excited to be able to hear about this. So I'd love to start by asking about how this all got started. How did the song even come to be for the trailer? Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them to make the song?
Well, we have started with trailer music. I mean, the piece was just licensed for the trailer, so it's like studios and composers are producing music that is fitting for every trailer. So you have the contact to the label, and the label is pitching the music you're doing for them. So we were with this song on the album called Sublimation, which is released by Really Slow Motion, a really famous trailer music label. And they had the idea of doing some music like larger than life and a little bit that interstellar sounding elements, and also putting vocals on it. I mean, this was an experiment because we have the contact to a sub-label called End of Silence. So finally they are doing the album, but they are the sub-label of Release Emotion. So actually there are two labels, and they were telling us they need a song which could be really big and epic, and then they were trying with vocals. And we didn't know during the production that it will be for Final Fantasy, because trailer music is just getting licensed for every project they need. And when we heard about that, we were really excited. And we knew it, I think it was May this year.
Yeah, it was quite a long time waiting for the final trailer. So we did not really know how the song was used. We did not know if just a part of it. We just knew, okay, it's a longer part. There was a hint that was given to us, but we didn't really know what they did with it. Did they cut it? And actually they did cut it a little bit. They threw out some of the lyrics of the original piece. They just have taken those lines that they thought would fit to the trailer. And so we're waiting for months and months to be for it to be released. And finally the day has come now a few days ago, and there was a big relief that it actually worked so well. It was we understand it was a good fit, not because we think it's a great track, because we're not like that. We're still we're still lucky as at the same time as we are proud of having this chance. So it was just awesome that it worked so well with the trailer, and that the people liked it. That's not something that is for certain. If we produce music, you need to be lucky as well that the people out there like it. And as the music release itself now reached more than 100,000 views on YouTube, we think we're allowed to say, okay, there are quite a few people out there that like it, and that's awesome. That's really cool.
Definitely. So that's amazing, actually. So going into it, they didn't have any footage for you to look at. It was just kind of, we need a song. You don't know what it's going to be for, or it could be for anything and not a Final Fantasy game. Wow, that's crazy. So lyrics-wise, I mean, how did you, I feel like it fits so well with, what the theme of the trailer was, at least, and what the game's going to be. So it's like, how did they have this perfect storm happen where your lyrics match up so well with what's happening in the game?
And need to be honest about that, it was quite lucky, because writing lyrics for trailer music is quite difficult, because you need to be generic on the one side, and you need to be emotional and meaningful on the other side. So it needs to fit for everything, but it still has to have a theme, and that's difficult because you don't want to write lyrics about nonsense. So you need lyrics that have a great sound, have something special, but don't say too much. So you understand, it's quite a balance you have to take. But it was just a big portion of luck that led this song to be a good fit for the Final Fantasy trailer, because there was someone out there from Digic Pictures who produced the trailer saying they just luckily found this track and it worked. So it's a good portion of luck, and on the other hand, lyric writing that allows to fit too many things that brought us together.
Definitely. Well, do you know, moving forward, I don't know if you can say or if you have any idea, but do you know if this song is going to be used in the actual game or if this is going to maybe be part of a soundtrack later on?
Well, it would be really great, but I think that won't happen because I think we would knew it. Well, the label is telling you everything, where it's going to be used. Sure. And so I think, well, I have read a lot of comments where people are saying it would be cool in the credits at the end of the game, or maybe...
I think so too, yeah.
Or maybe in the car's radio. That would be awesome, but I think, we don't know if it will be, but we think it's, unfortunately, won't be in the game. So.
We think not. We know that from Digic Pictures, we had a contact there, that there are people from Square Enix that quite like this song, they love this song, that's cool, but we don't really know if they have thought about using it more than just for the trailer. What is already a big honor, it's a great franchise, and being a part of this fantastic trailer, which is also really, really great. It's not it's quite special. It's not this typical game trailer stuff. It's really something with an idea, with inspiration in it. So it's already fine for us that we made it in the trailer. Sure. But of course, it would be great to be in the game as well, because we also love the franchise. But I think we already got very lucky, so we don't want to push this too far.
Definitely. No, I understand 100%. So let's talk about a little bit about your love for the franchise, like you said. Are there certain Final Fantasy games that you both are a fan of, or where do you kind of come in as fans to this?
Well, I need to say it's my first Final Fantasy game, but I already pre-ordered it. But I have never played any Final Fantasy game, so
it's more me, to be honest. I was actually
I'm more the Skyrim guy.
I tried Final Fantasy VII, but I really fell in love with Final Fantasy VIII. This was just my once in a lifetime feeling. One of these games you will never forget in your gamer history. So. I think I lost the franchise after that game a little bit, because it really changed the direction with the upcoming games after that. But Final Fantasy VIII, that was really my big thing at this time.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot too, so it's hard to be. I don't know a lot of people that have played every single one. So there are definitely people, and I think they're amazing. I haven't played like the first two, I think, and then like the fourth one in there, I don't think I played before, but it's fantastic, because when I've actually gone to play a build of the 15 of the upcoming game, there's trailers and footage we've seen already, and there's a demo released a while ago, and that definitely gave us a hint at what the gameplay was going to be like, what the tone was going to be like. But what I thought was amazing just from this trailer was that when I went to play an early build of the game, the beginning of the game starts out much like this trailer. It's very dark, it's very intense, and it kind of throws you into it and then takes you back. So it was kind of crazy that, again, hearing your music, I thought, like, wow, like this would fit so well, like even in gameplay, maybe changed a little bit more so it's a little more action-oriented to go along with what's going on. But it was just kind of crazy that lined up so well for the trailer.
It hasn't that typical Japanese style, I would say. When you hear the Final Fantasy soundtrack, it's that typical, the piano and the choirs and the big orchestra, and this is, more a little bit, I would say, like a little bit like a pop song with vocals and all that elements. I think it's a new way they want to present Final Fantasy, maybe also to reach more people from the US and maybe from Europe. For the franchise, I guess.
I think also in terms of the trailer itself, many people were really waiting for the darker side of Final Fantasy 15 because all the material released the last months before that trailer has been a little bit more the funny and jerky side of Final Fantasy 15, and I think everyone was really waiting for it to become dark again.
So you mentioned earlier about influences a little bit. Like someone had said to you, we want something more like an Interstellar, and it was interesting just because I felt like a little bit of the melody sounded like some of Hans Zimmer's music in that movie, and so I was wondering if that ended up being a pretty big inspiration for you when you're writing it.
Yeah, exactly. The Interstellar soundtrack was, I think, the label wanted just a whole album sounding like the Interstellar soundtrack by Hans Zimmer, and so we did it with some elements of it, especially in the original song. You can hear that organ fading in effect, which is not used in the Final Fantasy trailer, but yeah, they like it a lot. And I mean, it's also in trailer music, you can hear it in the whole song at the end. I have read a lot of comments where people are saying there's breaking the flow and there is that last build-up choirs thing. and I totally agree. I mean, that doesn't really fit to the music, but that's trailer music. I mean, it's meant for the supervisor and editors to cut to the music, and they can make maybe just use that part of the song. And that's also, when you're writing trailer music, you're sending them all the stems of the track. So they have an instrumental version, they have just the vocals, and so they can play with the music. And well, yeah, fun fact was that the vocals you can hear were actually just demo vocals by myself, because we were thinking that when we are using vocals, we should use a native singer, because we're a production studio from Germany. So we thought this is maybe not professional enough. So we were just singing the demo vocals for the final singer, that he knows how the melody goes, and the label knows how the song could sound with vocals. And then we sent it to a singer from the UK, and he also sing it really good, showed it to the label, and they said, let's stick with the demo vocals, we love it so much. So, but the singer from the UK did an awesome job.
So that's interesting. I was going to ask you that, but I was trying to figure out. I didn't want to insult anyone about who did this part, but yeah, the end of the trailer, there's that you kind of flow out of the song and into that kind of typical fanfare, epic fanfare that they use in trailers a lot, in movie trailers and everything too. So I thought, like, that's so weird. I feel like that's not actually part of the song, and they just put that in there. And it's a bummer, because it feels like a trailer at that point, whereas everything else before that feels like a story,
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It was a wish by them. The first version didn't have that part, but they said, could you please make a little bit more that epic outro every trailer music track has, and with a break, and well, yeah, then we make that, but I think it's a little bit too much, maybe.
Doesn't ruin it though, so there's that. That's good. So and so yeah, I don't know if this is something that you would know at this point or anything, but I know people are super into the song, me being one of them, and I would love to be able to purchase it or get it on some sort of soundtrack. So is there any plans for that at some point, or is it kind of just going to be stuck to the trailer?
Well, unfortunately, it depends on the label, and also a thing of trailer music, if they make just an industry release first, so only the trailer houses who are producing the trailers have access to it, and then maybe 6 months or 1 year later, they will release it on iTunes, but we're not sure about this album. Hopefully, it will get released, but we don't know yet, unfortunately. Yeah. We're currently releasing a new album, which is called Kaleidoscope by End of Silence, which is in the style of Endlessness. And this will definitely go public. Well, of course, it will be first only for the industry, but then it will go on iTunes and Spotify and all the platforms. But Endlessness, I don't know. Release No Motion decides.
Release No Motion was quite, and End of Silence as well as a sub-label. I've been quite happy that the track got placed on the Final Fantasy 15 trailer. So, of course, they hope to get it placed on other campaigns as well. So they want to give it a little bit more time to really see if it has even more potential for other trailers as well. Of course, from an public point of view and from a fan point of view, we absolutely understand, and we would love to get it out there for the people, even if it would be free download, just to really get it out there in a good quality version. But unfortunately it's not our decision, and it's quite a new business for us, so we really need and want to accept it the way the trailer company or the trailer music company wants it to.
Right. So can you talk a little bit about IMA Score and where people can find you moving forward if they want to follow your careers and your music and everything?
Yeah, we were quite busy on Facebook. Actually, we produce a lot of music for theme parks. That was our main business area for the last years. We are actually the world market leader in producing theme park music, which is quite a niche. and it worked out quite well for us. We've started as 3, and we're now 8, including 4 composers. So we're really quite happy to have employees, to really have families and people being a part of this company, which is something that is quite special in the music production area, really to have a composition or a composer company. We're happy about that. Also feeling quite lucky about that the people out there like our music and our clients like our music. And the people can follow us on Facebook, especially on Facebook. We're very busy there, posting a lot of stuff and giving a little bit of insight about our company and projects we're working on, and hopefully a lot more trailer music in the near future. And but a lot of theme parks at the moment, of course. But we're more than that, even though we really love this industry as well. But actually, we love everything we can produce music for. IMAScore was made to produce music for everything that needs music. So we really don't make a difference if it's a theme park or it's a trailer. Everything is cool, and every challenge is it's something good. So we accept every challenge, every style of music. The people can have everything they want from IMAScore if they want to.
Great advertising.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
There was a commercial block here, so
no, I mean everyone at IMAScore is really a gamer, so everyone was really happy about the Final Fantasy thing. We did some games before, but there's just the browser games or some apps, nothing really big franchise like Final Fantasy. So everyone was really impressed by that placement, and everyone is also looking forward to the game. I'm also really interested what they are doing with the PlayStation VR, because I'm really a fan of virtual reality and also like the PlayStation VR. Hopefully they will make a little bit more content. And I'm very excited what they are doing with Final Fantasy on the VR, and really looking forward to the game. And maybe a little bit more music by IMAScore at games or game trailers, because it's a really great industry. Everyone wants to work on it, and that's
Definitely. I think this will put you, out in the forefront and on the map. I think people will be like, "Oh, I want to use them too." So it was a good resume builder for sure. So thank you both so much for talking with us and giving us some insight into the trailer. And again, congratulations. You did an amazing job, and we're all loving it. So
thanks. Great to hear that. As I said, we've been quite lucky, and we're so happy that it worked out so well on the trailer. So nothing more to say about that. We're just very, very happy, and fans of the trailer apart from the music. So it all went out quite well, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's great. It's a good note to end on. So thanks again, guys.